I will tell you that I will never again be the same person I was the day before I met him. And I've really just had a spectacular experience.
I don't know how he does it, but he does it. And he does it every time.
With Hal, it's so easy.
There's just this calm sense of collaboration that didn't used to exist.
He has an uncanny knack of knowing what you need and when you need it, probably before you do.
What we get to do, what we're invited to participate in, is individual transformation as we watch our clients move from being held back by those things and those kind of inner voices and inner hurdles and inner barriers, and actually transcend and move beyond them and start to flourish. So when I look back over the last 10 years, I think about the gift and the blessing of the opportunity that we've been given to participate in this transformation. And what I've recognized is it's for us, for me, it's much more than a mission or a vision. I think of it as our responsibility.
We really employed Leadership Landing after we went through a reorg around 2011, and we didn't do that particularly well, in my opinion.
We thought this might be something valuable for the rest of our employees. So we had them all go through the 360 process and do initial coaching. We did it to kind of help them all in their jobs, and what we found is we kind of created a new culture here at SKS.
My whole team actually relies on him, so we'll be in our leadership team meetings and we'll be stuck in a problem and they'll say, well, why don't you ask Hal next time you talk to him?
Hal is wonderful about getting everybody to open up, and there's not necessarily a wrong answer. Let's talk through some things, and then we'll follow up with the three of us, and we'll kind of, okay, this went well, this maybe could go better, here's our plan.
Our success as a team really can be measured in the dynamics and the way we interact with each other, the way we now support each other and have each other's backs. I mean, all of those things are a direct result of the work that Hal did with us as a team.
I think it really ended up helping us understand each other better and how we could grow together and use each other's strengths differently, even when we are, and we always knew we were, trying to get to the same goal.
It was a time when maybe there wasn't a lot of trust and we needed help figuring out how to communicate more effectively. It's a very nice organization, which meant that we weren't having the real hard conversations you need to have in order to make smart business choices.
We were going through an interesting stretch where, like a good long marriage, we were having squabbles.
I think that SKS had some challenges as we moved from being an entrepreneurial kind of startup firm into being a more institutional real estate company.
Pam suggested we hire Leadership Landing, Hal specifically, to help us communicate better internally.
Things used to just get stuck, and it was all backroom, hallway conversations, meeting before the meeting, meeting after the meeting, and now it's the real conversations are happening in the room. Right? And a lot of trust that when you leave the room, everybody there had your back because everything that needed to get said got said in the room.
Great leadership, I mean, it all comes from the top. And I think that's what I've learned over my career is that the way the company is really does come from the top.
The mood, the tone of the leader trickles down through the entire organization, right? Mood is contagious.
We can't work on levels 3, 4, and 5 until we get level 2 taken care of, which is the leadership team.
There's no question that profitability is tied to a leader's effectiveness. And to a person, I believe every one of us who's been coached over time by Hal would say that we are more effective.
And so if the leaders in the organization have more self-awareness, have more self-confidence, are more calm, and they're bringing that with them into the room every day, that can only have a positive impact on any organization.
Nobody really defines or understands the cost of turnover. And typically in the automotive industry, where turnover is historically high, we don't allow that to be the norm, right? And so if we have the right development and the right coaching of our leaders, and that turnover could decrease, ultimately the ROI is there, and it's there a lot quicker than most people realize.
what is it you want? Do you want more effective leaders? I think this is one way to do that.
I think the ROI is really the speed of doing business. It's the comfortableness at work. It's going home and not holding on to the baggage from your day. It's being able to have a better work-life balance.
The relative cost of working with Leadership Landing and the 360, as far as we're concerned, it has been an absolute home run, grand slam.
For me, the time and the dollars invested to receive the coaching, get some guidance, has returned tenfold. Not only professionally, but personally. I feel like a better human being. I feel more confident, and I know I'm helping those around me on their journeys as well.
Hal and Leadership Landing have done something in this organization that I did not believe was possible.
He'll just bring up something that I never even considered, and I put it into practice, and it is like night and day.
Not just at work either. I think in personal relationships at home, with friends, I think all of this kind of goes into helping people be better versions of themselves.
I'm more gentle, I'm more even keel. I think I have the more ability now to inspire other people because of who I am and where I've landed, if you will, no pun around Leadership Landing.
Working with Leadership Landing felt like a partnership.
You really feel like you're talking to someone that cares about you.
Once you jump in, you realize that, wow, I was missing something. And I will tell you, I was one of those. I was a skeptic at first. And it took 2 or 3 sessions for me to realize, okay, this is different.
People have their journeys and want to go on good journeys and be effective and take care of their folks and contribute to the organization. And I can't imagine anyone anywhere who wouldn't benefit from coaching.